For centuries, stories of strange creatures have been dismissed as myths. Sea monsters, shapeshifters, beasts that never existed. But what if these legends were never fiction? What if they were misunderstood encounters, distorted by fear, time, and memory? In the previous parts, we uncovered beings that blurred the line between legend and reality. But in this chapter, the stories grow darker, more unsettling, more believable. These are 7 mythical beings that may not belong to fairy tales, but to our forgotten history. Number 1. Kitsune. The most dangerous creatures don't attack you, they replace someone you trust. In Japanese folklore, the kitsune begins as an ordinary fox, but as it grows older, sometimes over hundreds of years, it gains tails. Each tail represents power. A 9-tailed kitsune is said to bend reality itself. Its greatest weapon is transformation. Kitsune can shapeshift into humans, not strangers, but your family, your friends, even you. They don't just copy appearances, they know memories, habits, voices. Some stories say they play tricks. Others tell of kitsune who marry into human families, living among them for years while slowly draining their life force. Even today, people in Japan report encounters with strangers who know too much, or reflections that move a second too late. If you anger a kitsune, legends say you'll never see it coming. Number 2. Jormungandr. This creature doesn't hunt humans, it waits for the end of the world. In Norse mythology, Jormungandr, the world serpent, is so massive it wraps around the entire earth, holding its own tail in its mouth. As long as it remains coiled, the world survives. But when it releases its tail, Ragnarok begins. The oceans rise, poison fills the sky, and even Thor, the god of thunder, will strike it down, only to die moments later. For centuries, sailors in Norway and Iceland claim to see something enormous beneath the waves, a body longer than villages, too large to understand. The terrifying thought isn't that the world serpent existed, it's that something that big could still be hidden beneath the sea. Number 3. Nixie. In old Scandinavian folklore, water was never safe. Lakes and rivers were believed to be alive, inhabited by spirits, and one of the most feared was the Nixie. Sometimes she appeared as a beautiful woman with pale skin and dripping hair, other times as a quiet white horse standing near the water's edge. She never chased, she never screamed, she sang. A soft, haunting melody that pulled people closer, step by step, until the water closed over them. Some legends say she teaches music in exchange for gold or talent. Others say she takes your voice or your life. Even today, hikers report hearing music near rivers with no visible source, and sometimes people disappear. Number 4. Centaur. Half man, half horse, centaurs appear across ancient Greek legends as wild beings of the forests and mountains. Most were feared, violent, drunken, uncontrollable. But one stood apart. Chiron, the wise centaur, was a healer and teacher who trained legendary heroes like Achilles. The gods respected him so deeply that they placed him among the stars as a constellation. Then, in the 1800s, something strange was reportedly discovered in Greece, a skeleton that appeared human above the waist and equine below. Dismissed by some as a hoax, defended by others as evidence. To this day, the debate continues. Were centaurs myth or memory? Number 5. Indrik. High on a sacred mountain, far from civilization, lives a creature untouched by fear. The Indrik, known in ancient Russian texts as the father of all beasts. Descriptions portray it as massive yet gentle, with the body of a powerful animal and the presence of something divine. Its steps are said to shake the earth, but bring no destruction. Where it walks, stone breaks open and fresh water flows. The Indrik is not a monster, it is a guardian, and legends say if you ever feel the ground tremble beneath a forgotten mountain, it might still be walking. Number 6. Huma. There is a bird that never lands. The huma is said to live its entire life in flight, never resting, never touching the ground. Some legends claim it has no legs at all. Its shadow brings happiness, its touch brings kingship, but harming it brings death within 40 days. You cannot chase its blessing, you can only receive it. In some stories, the Huma burns itself to ash and rises again like a phoenix, symbolizing fate, fire, and rebirth. If one day you feel a warm shadow pass across your shoulder, some believe the Huma has chosen you. Number 7. Moby Dick. At first, it looked like just another whale, but it wasn't. In 1820, a whaling ship called the Excess was attacked by a massive albino sperm whale. It didn't accidentally collide with the ship, it rammed it twice. The ship sank, the crew was stranded, and survivors claimed the whale stayed until it was satisfied. Sperm whales have the largest brains on Earth. They communicate, cooperate, and pass knowledge through generations. Some scientists believe they can remember humans. Years later, real-world sightings and dissections of massive white whales only fueled the legend, and eventually it inspired Moby Dick, a story many believe was closer to reality than fiction. The hunt may have been imagined, but the beast, some say it was very real. These creatures may be called myths, but myths don't survive this long without a reason. This was only one chapter. Watch the previous parts to uncover even more beings history may have tried to forget, because the deeper you go, the stranger it gets.